Hello everyone, No Respawns here, hope you're having a grand weekend. So, as you can tell, I have been busy. I have made you a settlement mod for Red Rocket Truck Stop, which is obviously the one up north, near Sanctuary. And basically this is available to download now, so it's available on all platforms as per, so PC, Xbox One and PS4. As a note, I will actually be sitting down and learning how to use to upload things to Nexus this weekend. It's just I procrastinate loads and I haven't got around to actually doing it. But basically, this is effectively my ideal style mod that I'm trying to go for because I have a plan, which is I'm going to be building up all of the settlements in Fallout 4 as mods to this level before Fallout 76 drops, which I think I can definitely do, as I did this one yesterday and finished it this morning after procrastinating and going out for a bit. It took about 12 hours, I think, roughly, of my time, maybe a bit more, but it was definitely worth it. So what I'm doing is I'm going to give you a tour of it while also describing my plan. So basically, what I want to do with my mods is build them up, as I've mentioned kind of before, but this one I think demonstrates it better than Sanctuary. Build them up in a way that they look complete, but you've also got loads of area to add your own elements. So they're not decorated, with the exception of actual junk decoration. However, I wanted you to that they feel like complete settlements when you unlock them, as opposed to kind of just, as opposed to just kind of dilapidated messes. As a side as well, this one, as you can probably guess already, is heavily inspired by the Adam Cat's Garage, and I kind of wanted to make effectively your own version of that, because remember when I first saw it in the game, way back when now, and I really was a bit disappointed that it wasn't a settlement, but to be honest, a bit better one, I think. Obviously, that has a lot more kind of decoration on the inside, but if you go in there now, if you look at the walls, they're a little bit fragile. So my settlements will look a little bit more reinforced. I've also made a few custom bits, like this tower here. They're actually 4 guard posts. Now, basically, as of this video going out, there will be an update for this mod in the morning, like within the next kind of 12-ish hours, because there are 2 things that aren't finished. All the decoration on the building is done. However, the guard posts, though the settlers use them, you can't actually assign them to them yet. I haven't actually figured out what I'm doing wrong with the goddamn... you have to basically select all the references, which I think I've done, and the scripts are working. I've just done something weird. But those will be finished really, really soon, because I'm pretty sure it's just one drop-down menu I've missed out. So I'm just going to go to other settlements and just see what I'm missing. So I should have that fixed soon. And also, even though you probably won't notice it as much with this one, because the walls surround the entire build area, the nav mesh needs to be updated. It's fine, to be honest. Most of them, people don't get stuck too much. As I said, this will be done within the next 12 hours. I just wanted the mod out of the way. But I need to cut out all of these walls out of the nav mesh, so it makes it a bit cleaner. So you can see there's Jezebel right there, because I just sent her over here. And she'll wander around happily and walk up to those towers over there. But every now and again, like a provisioner will just try and walk in, because they don't identify that the walls are actually walls as of yet. You can see I've left lots of open space, deliberately, so you can actually add your own stuff. This would obviously be an ideal place to put a farm. You can actually scrap most of it as well. I don't actually have a scrapping mod installed at all, and I can pretty much scrap most of the stuff, though I obviously wouldn't recommend it, because then you'll have giant gaps. But if you say you wanted to get rid of those cars or anything like that, you can. I've also done scaffolding here, so you can do what you like up there, which is cool. As you can see, you probably recognise, those of you who remember the area well, that most of the stuff is actually still here. I've just gotten rid of all the junk as well. That doesn't come with that power armour. I just wanted to store one here, because I only actually like 1 power armour per settlement, because it bothers me if I've got loads of suits everywhere. But as you can see, I've just kind of cleared up all the rubble. I made a decision not to block off these windows, because I didn't feel it fit the vibe of the settlement. If you want to, you can easily do it with various mods yourself, so it's cool. Nice. Just let her walk by. As you can see, so all of the stuff is still in there, and you can scrap it as you want. That's pretty much the whole style of my settlements. I want to build them up. Basically, I want them to feel like as if Bethesda had done it themselves, and this was just how the settlement looked like when you found it, and then you can kind of have your own fun with it. I've also put this little shack here. That bed isn't actually in here. That's just one I placed down myself. And there are no turrets as well. You can place those down yourself. This is obviously one of my own little custom guard towers. The nav mesh for this one actually works fine because I deliberately used workshop pieces, but again, I just have to link this. Basically, it's linked to the workshop, it's just not fully functional yet. So yeah, there are also a few lights on this one. Those, I was quite cautious. I've already tested this on my PS4, so I know it's not laggy, but I will be putting a few lights in my settlements. As you can see here, I've got those barrels there. The actual lighting from these barrels is the exact lighting that you'll find in the Adam Cat's garage, because I went over to there, checked what lighting they used, and literally just copy pasted it over, so they work exactly the same. And I've got the cage lights, and they're using the exact same lighting as well. So I'm really, really pleased with how this looks, and it kind of is representative of what I want to do. So you've got all this space to build what you want, but you've got this nice, really cool looking kind of structure to work with from the beginning. Now, what are my plans? So basically, I'm going to be finishing Sanctuary next. Basically, I just was at work the other day, and I just got the inspiration to do this, and I was like, right, and so I had to do it. But basically, I'm going to finish because my player home mod is an absolute mess. It's mostly things that don't work and all the lag, but I think that will be actually quite an easy fix, because with this one, where it's a new area, I've kind of tested things out, so I know how far I can push it before it actually, so you'll just see that trimmed down a lot, and all of the stuff connected to the workshop will be fixed, because I actually want to use that on my save anyway. So the plan is to kind of focus on the settlements that don't look like they're complete first. So, for example, there's a great example of one because it didn't look like a settlement. Starlight Drive-In, definitely. Less so Abernathy, though I will do it. I just want to prioritise kind of ones that aren't really built up. Things like 10 Pines. The next one after Sanctuary, I've already decided, is going to be Jamaica Plain. The reason being is that's where my Mercer safe house is, and I kind of want to build it up, and that will be a pretty quick build for me, because it'll be a significantly smaller area than this one, and it will just be it's just an incredibly quick settlement for me to make. Like, I'll probably have it done like within half a day. You know, I could probably do, that's the one I could probably do when I get back from work and just kind of sit down and do, which is why I want to, you know, and it will look cool. I think I'm going to give it I won't give it a marked railroad vibe, but yeah, it'll look railroady. Well, I mean, it'll just build up. It'll kind of look like my old one, basically. And then I'm gonna just kind of decide as I go. I do want to do things like, for example, home plate, but that'll be a little bit different because that will actually be decorated. So yeah, anyway, I hope you guys enjoy this. I'm really, really pleased and chuffed, as I always am, with how this one looks. It's exactly how I envisioned it. And I actually think I'm getting better at this as well. Like, if I look at my old Red Rocket, it just doesn't look as lore-friendly as this one. I'm really quite giddy and happy with it. You will recommend... No, you've noticed that I don't have them, but... Oh, police sirens, of course. Sorry about that. I live in East London, and they always drive by when I start recording videos. Might not have heard that one. But basically, so you might need to have the scrapping nod enabled if you have the mole rat hills, because sometimes they pop out of the ground and... don't disappear. Oh, you can hear it there. Don't disappear. So just as an FYI, if those are still there, that's not me. And I can't delete the mole rots. I can, but then it kind of messes up a bit of the scripting. Anyway, I'm going to now go face deep into the nav mesh and cut out all these walls. I should be done really, really late, but it's fun. I weirdly like it, and then I'm going to figure out how to get these guard posts working. If any of you know how to get the stuff connected to the workbench properly, please let me know in the description. Just my little kind of diagnosis of my problem. All the refs are definitely correct, so it's linked to Red Rocket Workshop ref, Workshop item ref, and it's also got the scripts. Just for some reason, I'm not able to assign people to them. It's the same problem I have with my player home as well. I haven't figured out what the issue is. So if you know how to fix that, let me know. But as always, follow me on Twitter at norespawns. I'm going to try and Twitch stream tomorrow. Don't know, I might play Fallout. To be honest, I'm in a real Fallout mood. So I'm playing full Far Harbor actually. So if you want to see me on Twitch, that'll be sometime tomorrow. I'll put a link in the description to my Twitch channel. But until I talk to you lovely people again, you enjoy the rest of your weekend. You take care.